guys, Regan here with Fishy Business. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. Up next though, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my 5 favorite things that I use here every day in my saltwater manager role. First up on the list are going to be some forceps. I really like these because with saltwater I feed lionfish, I feed eels, I feed groupers, jawfish, things like that. Some of them are very mean, very aggressive, very predatory, and very venomous. So I don't always want to stick my hands in the tank. And some of those fish too, like lionfish and eels, they do a lot better being target fed. So I use these forceps to target feed them to make sure that they eat, because I want to make sure that all of my fish here are getting their proper diet and that nothing is getting left, you know, floating around in the tank. I want to make sure that they're full and that they're getting exactly what they need to be really healthy. So these forceps really help me not have to put my whole hand in the tank and use my hands because we might get bit and that's not very good, or stung and that's not very good either. So forceps, definitely recommend. All right, so also talking about food are these 2 products right here. I use these every single day. So this one is Focus. It is like a binder. It just binds the medication to the food so it doesn't fall off in the water. And then this one right here is the Metroplex. Metroplex is my favorite. There is a lot of other ones, Neoplex, Sulfaplex, Canaplex as well. All need the Focus to be binded, and they all have a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you use 2 scoops of Focus, you're gonna use 2 scoops of the other type of medication. You can use it if you start seeing different things happening in your fish, and each one of the medications that I listed treats something different. The Metroplex treats external parasites such as ick. So you can use it if you're starting to see your fish get sick, but I use medication every day as a preventative measure because I see so many fish come and go out of the store. I want to make sure that they are healthy and stay healthy for you, and in case they happen to come in with anything, if I go ahead and treat with this as a preventative, it's going to be cured before you take them home. So even if your fish seem perfectly healthy, it will not hurt to start putting medication on their food. It's going to make your fish healthier than ever and live long, happy lives. So this stuff right here is very important for saltwater fish, freshwater fish, absolutely everything aquatic related. Methylene blue, as the name states, is very blue, and it will absolutely stain anything you get it on, so be very careful when you want to use methylene blue. The way I use it is to help keep some of the saltwater fish that are more ick and fluke prone, such as tangs and angels. So I freshwater dip my fish. I put them in collection cups of straight RO water, and then I fill it with the methylene blue. Mix it all up so it looks like blue water. The methylene blue helps just release all of that icky stuff from the outside of their body. Like I said, icks, flukes, anything like that. It helps them just release it off, and you can actually see some of the flukes and stuff floating in the water. Gracie and I always used to say it looks like he's in a snow globe. Some of the ones that had a lot more flukes than the other ones. But this is great. It treats ick and things like that in freshwater aquariums as well. Like I said, it does turn your things blue in heavy doses, so be careful. All of the instructions too are right here on the back, so it's really easy to know how much to dose for your tank. So on my smorgasbord of seaweeds that you see, my next thing that I'm going to talk about is seaweed. Now I have 4 different types of seaweed here and a veggie or seaweed clip, and I'll talk about this in a second. Different seaweeds here for your fish. Here I have some red seaweed. I have green seaweed, both ocean nutrition. This is the LRS seaweed that we use too. And then here we have some purple seaweed that's called sea veggies. Now, I got a little tip earlier to tell you guys about the red and purple seaweed. Red and purple seaweed actually will reverse hail and lateral line disease in tangs. So we should be feeding our tangs seaweed a couple of days a week. Not only does it help keep them healthy, help keep weight on, but they're omnivores, so they really need this to be a part of their diet because it also strengthens their immune system, which is really important for tangs and things like that, especially your tangs like your powder blues and your white cheeks that are a little bit more ick prone. But the purple and red will actually reverse hail and lateral line disease if you start seeing it. Otherwise, you can feed the red and purple whenever you want to. Most people go with the green. Some fish, for some reason, sometimes have an aversion to the red and purple, so most people feed the green. Either way, any seaweed you get for your fish is going to be great for them. It's going to, again, boost their immune system, help keep weight on, help keep them as healthy as possible. Now this is my other product that I want to show you. It goes along with the seaweed. This is a veggie clip or a seaweed clip. This one is just a little bit more expensive, but it's totally worth it because it's magnetic. So you don't have to reach your hand all the way down in the tank every time that you want to give them seaweed or pull it out to replace it. Just magnetizes and clips right on the glass. The other plastic ones, yes, they're cheaper, but over a while in the saltwater, they corrode and they quit holding the seaweed as well. Plus the suction cup will stop suctioning. This is magnetic, so it's not going to do that. This head also swivels around, which is really nice, so that when the tangs pull the seaweed or angels or whatever you have eating it, pull on it, it doesn't just keep ripping it from the clip grip. It'll just spin it around so the seaweed will actually stay in the clip a lot longer. So definitely worth the investment because you won't have to buy as many of these as you do the cheaper plastic ones. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my 5 favorite products. Any of these I use a lot. Like I said, I use them every single day. So if you have any other questions, feel free to message Fishy Business Facebook and specifically ask for me, or call the store and ask to speak with me. That way I can talk to you a little bit more about these products. All of them are super great, and we do have all of them available for you to purchase in the store right now. I hope this was very helpful. I'm not sure what we're doing next week for the self-help video, so stay tuned so that we can figure that out together. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I hope to see you in here at the beginning of the week at Fishy Business. Bye, guys.